Artificial intelligence, as you know, is changing the world as we know it, and now it's made its way into our courtrooms. News 10 NBC's Brett Davidson has been investigating how AI is transforming the legal profession and the ethical dilemmas attorneys are now facing. So how exactly is it being used, Brett?
Lots of ways, Deanna. Everything from researching case law to data analysis. But what if you could bring a shooting victim back to life to speak on his own behalf before the court? It happened recently thanks to artificial intelligence. That case is elevating questions about the ethical limits of AI in our legal system.
Stacey Wales was struggling with what to say at the sentencing hearing for the man who shot and killed her brother, Christopher Pelkey. So she decided to have someone else speak.
I would like to make my own impact statement.
And what may be a legal first, Wales decided to use AI to create a video of her brother using his image and his voice.
To Gabriel Horcasitas, the man who shot me. It is a shame we encountered each other that day in those circumstances. In another life, we probably could have been friends.
Every word that Chris speaks in there is positive and thankful and forgiving.
But the video is now spurring a nationwide debate on the use of AI in the courtroom.
I think it's really interesting. It's also a little troubling.
John Getz is a Rochester attorney and sits on the New York State Bar Association board. He says the use of AI in the legal profession dominates discussion at the board's meetings these days.
The technology is moving so fast that the legislative branch can't even get to it. It's really that much of an issue.
Shut that off.
In March, a New York appellate court judge became irate when a plaintiff attempted to use an avatar he created to plead his case.
I don't appreciate being misled.
And the list of examples testing AI's role in the courtroom is growing.
There was one that was particularly interesting where somebody submitted a video that showed the perspective of the victim when their car was hit by a truck. And that raised all sorts of issues because who knew what the victim actually saw?
Nicole Black is an attorney and works in legal tech for Affinipay's legal brands. She says while there are legitimate ethical concerns about AI's use, there are also benefits.
Because he uses AI in his practice, he's able to handle the cases more efficiently and take on more assigned cases and provide his clients with better legal representation than they probably otherwise would have had.
Are lawyers doing a disservice to their clients if they're not using AI?
I think eventually it's going to become malpractice if they're not using it.
According to this report Black authored, 31% of attorneys surveyed say they personally use generative AI at work in 2024, up from 27% a year earlier.
In the survey, lawyers say they most frequently used AI for writing letters, brainstorming, doing research, and drafting documents.
We all want to sometimes take the easier route, and it allows us to sometimes take an easier route when you got to slog through it.
And what are the dangers of that?
Unfortunately, there have been some law firms and some attorneys who have literally had AI write their brief or their submissions to the court for them. In some of those cases, what's been provided to the court are cases that don't exist.
There's issues of accuracy. You need to ensure the output's accurate.
This is the best I can ever give you to what I would have looked like if I got the chance to grow old.
And while no one is questioning Wales' motives in crafting her brother's impact statement,
see you on the other side.
Getz says the courts are now confronting questions they've never had to deal with.
The question still becomes, when is it a good tool to use and when is it not? And we're still not there yet. We don't know.
Beyond conducting legal research or reviewing contracts, attorneys have found other novel uses for AI. According to the American Bar Association, some are using it to predict the legal outcome of lawsuits. By running it through AI, it allows an attorney to decide how much to invest in the case and whether to advise clients on whether they should settle. Deanna.
Brett, mind blown. It really is. I'm gobsmacked. Oh, well, let's go back to the Arizona case. Was the judge at all reluctant to allow the victim's AI image to be used to testify?
No. In fact, he was praising the use of the video and said he felt it was genuine. Remember, this was not in front of a jury. It was just the judge. It was a victim's impact statement. So it was less prejudicial than it had been in front of a jury. The killer was given a sentence of 10.5 years. His attorney immediately appealed, questioning whether the judge improperly relied on the AI video when handing down that sentence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, incredible. Thank you so much, Brett.